Hi, I'm Mario Guerra, the two-time former mayor of the great city of Downey. And you're listening to a special episode of Talking Downey with Mayor Mario. Welcome today. By the way, our shows are sponsored by Financial Partners Credit Union with over 85,000 members, founded over 80 years right here in the city of Downey. This episodes and these shows couldn't be possible, so thank you. Today I have a special guest. Part of our series that we've been doing is about our elected officials that are running for office in our offices that are available here in the city of Downey. We're blessed today to have Giggy Perez-Saab, which is our school board member, past president of the Board of Education here in the city. So welcome, Giggy.
Hello.
And there, full disclaimer, I know her really well. I'm good friends, and I served on the city council with her husband, Alex, and I think they're an amazing family on there. But I'm going to be very neutral from the standpoint as part of this series that we're doing here is for you to listen, the Downey residents, the Downey voters, to get to know who you are possibly voting for, to see what their records are, and for them to convince us to be able to vote for them. Giggy has served now for 6 years, right?
Yes, that's correct.
6 years. So, Giggy, so tell us what made you want to get into public service and more specifically the Board of Education?
Well, it's been a pleasure to serve my city of Downey for many, many years now, and just wanted to be involved in making a difference for our community, for our children, and be the voice of the parents and of the staff, and just continue to make our schools bigger and better.
Okay. So you first won your first election when there was a vacancy by Willie.
Correct.
And a gentleman that used to serve honorably in the school board, and he moved out of the city. So Giggy ran for that particular district, and then you got reelected.
Correct.
There, so now it's up for reelection. So Giggy, so tell us, in these last 4 years, what's been some of the most satisfying things that you guys been able to accomplish at Downey Unified?
Some of the greatest things are just basically even doing site visits on the campuses and seeing the children collaborate together and their out-of-the-box thinking and how the creative ways that they're learning. It's just really, really special to see that and how the teachers are making a difference in their lives. Yeah. Besides that, I'm very proud of our award-winning schools. We just received Distinguished School recognition for Downey Middle School. We now have 11 Apple Distinguished Schools, so proving that we're staying very innovative with our technology at our campuses. We have an early college program. We have dual language programs, international baccalaureate programs, JROTC now.
Yeah,
thank you for your assistance with that.
Both schools.
And proud of our CTE programs. And we really focus on making our kids college and career ready for their futures. Yeah.
I've always thought that's been part of your guys' charge, if you will, to make a career in college. And I saw your video. I was doing homework. I saw your video on your website on there, and I like that you also believe and push on their character counts. Our school district is a character counts community, and so is our city. Trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. So it's an amazing program of ethics on there that you guys were the first ones here, and then the city tagged along, and Downey is one of the first communities that both city and school district that work closely in hand with that. So,
yes.
So Giggy, I know that, I saw your video too, so I'm going to steal some of your thunder. 96% graduation rate for your high school. That's amazing.
Which is one of the highest in the area. Yes, we're very proud of that.
That's got to be one of the highest in the state too. That's pretty darn good. You mentioned, and this is close to my heart, you mentioned JROTC. So Downey Unified was very open, where some school districts don't even want to talk about the military. And folks, and Giggy and I know this, and we've talked about it. The military is not for everyone, but every single one of our students should know what the opportunities are available to them. That's it. So they were very open, the school board, in allowing us to discuss JROTC programs, right? And they are not recruiting tools for the United States Army. They're leadership courses taught by the United States Army. So I was so excited last year when Warren High School got his first one. And last year they had 90 students. The majority of them were women, by the way. I thought that was real cool. So Downey Warren High gets to play at SoFi, the very first high school. Big rivalry between the two schools. They're only a mile and a half apart. So they get to play at SoFi, which was awesome. We were all there, and it was just a great thing to do that, especially the history-making aspect of it. So at the very first one, we had the JROTCs. Remember, schools just started, August, and this was October. So the classes had just started. The uniforms hadn't even come in. So we had the JROTC program at Warren High School was going to do the first color guard there at SoFi Stadium. Then we were able to get some scholarship. But the shoes had not arrived yet. So we had some of our Army personnel that are dressed up in their Class A's taking off their shoes and giving them to the students, so the color guard, so they can march off. It was just an amazing experience. But now this year, Lieutenant Gardner, the head of the JROTC there at Warren High, the other day, I saw her Friday. She's so excited. This year, we now have 127 at Warren High.
That's great.
So, yeah. And then Tom Houts, the principal of Downey High, this year Downey got one too. So remember, there's only 1,200 in the entire country, and Southern California doesn't get them. But it takes a school board like Downey Unified, like Gigi last year when she was president, and the whole team working together to promote that. And again, they're leadership classes. So Tom Houts, and he doesn't get excited too much, but he calls me last week and he says, Mario, you won't believe this. When are you coming down here? I go, Mr. Houts, when do you want me there and for what? He says, well, we just got, today's our second day, and we got 95 students that applied for JROTC.
That's great.
So he was excited. So I was there, but congratulations. Good. I know I shouldn't be talking because you got so many other things. You talk about career technical, CTE, career technical education out there. You guys have some magnet programs for 4, 5, or 6 different things. I know you have a cooking one. You have.
Oh, we have a magnitude, yes.
So yeah. On there, that's amazing because you guys do think about the career readiness and stuff.
We have auto mechanics. We have welding. We have construction. We have manufacturing. The list goes on.
The culinary.
Yeah. Culinary program. Yes.
If you've ever seen some of the stuff at some of the schools, that kitchen over there is just
very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive on there. So, so Gigi, so what are some of the challenges that the school district has, and why are you the right person to help bring that forward?
I would have to say the main challenge is low budgets. The state reducing the budget that they're going to be providing us with, and on the same hand, they are insisting that we incorporate many more programs without being able to fund that. So that's the main challenge that we receive, especially with special education, but with many other programs as well. Yeah. But we have a smart district. I'm proud of our personnel and administration at our district, and we're able to find ways to provide the best opportunities for all of our students.
I know most of the school board members well, and I think they're all good people with good hearts and so forth. So tell us about your the things that you're looking forward to doing in your next 4 years.
Some things we're looking forward to. Well, I'm very proud of our dual language program, NIB program. I have to say my 2 youngest kids are in there, and how we've expanded it to the middle school. So that's great for them, and also expanded it to 2 additional elementary schools. And hopefully down the road we'll be able to add either more schools and/or another language for our kids.
What a great gift to give them. When I came as a little boy as a refugee, and us in our household was the opposite. My parents were pushing us not to speak Spanish because that way we'd learn, right? Mm-hmm. So I have a funny voice from a physical standpoint, but I don't have an accent because you just learn at school that way. And now I regret that. I wish I'm not. I know I've talked to your husband, and his dad used to make him read the newspaper in Spanish, and that's why he's.
That's how I learned too.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh my God! But see, and that's what the gift you're giving your kids with that dual language immersion. So that's thinking outside the box. But in Southern California, what a great gift to give them.
Yes.
And so forth. So, so tell us a little bit more. I mean, by the way, the 2 schools. Well, Downey has technically 5 high schools in Downey. On there, 3 of them are Downey Unified, right? We have Warren High, Downey High School, and then Columbus Continuation. Downey and Warren High are two of the top 15 largest public schools in the country. I don't know how you guys do it. And it
I would
works.
say it's a city there,
So
but it's
it
a
is.
well-run city. Yeah.
It is. But you guys are smart. You've hired great leaders. Not only the school board, on the administrator, the superintendent, but you have Mr. House at Downey High School and Dr. Carrie White over at Warren, and they're totally different personalities, but it works. But that comes from leadership. That comes from you guys. So you guys have done a great job about that.
Thank you.
So tell us about what you feel are the most important things that are challenges. You talked about budgeting and so forth, but how about lower enrollment? Is that something that keeps coming up and we're talking?
That is a big problem, not only in Downey, in Los Angeles, or the state. It's going on throughout the entire country. Yeah. And in Downey, we've been fortunate to maintain our at least 22,000 students in our district by providing all these excellent opportunities that students want to come and gain that experience from us. So it's been great.
Could you tell us a little bit about your background? Okay, how did you get to where you're at today? Tell us where you graduated from college and things. Give us your background story.
Okay, so I graduated from Florida International University. That's where I grew up, but I was born here in Los Angeles. And I've been in Downey, it's going to be 20 years now, and I've always been serving our community in many ways. I was past president of Sir Optimus International. We're a women's service organization. Part of Assistance League, another women's organization. Been on the board for the Downey YMCA.
You were chairwoman.
Co-chairperson, yes.
Yeah, co-chairperson.
And Downey Federal Credit Union, and serving on the school PTAs and school site councils, and that's just to name a few.
Yeah, no, that was great on there. We're excited on there. I mean, part of her past leadership, I happen to serve on the board now in a small small role. But we got a new YMCA that's breaking ground.
The Kohler YMCA now.
Yeah, the Kohler Downey Family YMCA. It's amazing on there, but it's going to be beautiful. And like I said, we're very proud of that. So stay tuned for that, Downey. So Gigi, what differentiates you from your opponent? I'm not talking about political stuff on there, but just what differentiates that? Why should people vote for you?
I feel that I have the passion and the dedication to do what's right for our students and for our staff, putting them first. I don't have any personal gain out of this, so just I'm proud to be able to do what's right for the students always.
Great. Well, we thank you. Our students thank you. Our community does. You know what? One thing that people don't realize. So my kids, actually my grandkids go to Rio San Gabriel. My grandkids are here in the Downey Unified, but you know, for me, even before that, they're young. The better the schools from a selfish reason, the more investment in the schools from a selfish reason, the better it was for me as a Downey resident, and the more my home is worth. The home value is on there for our community. So everybody wins when we have great schools. So I'm really proud of that. You know, we talked in some of the other shows about public safety, our police and fire that are independent. But the third part of that that's really important is having our own school district. That, you know, Ms. Saab here is one of the school board members that makes a decision. How many students we have? 20-some-odd thousand?
22,000.
22,000.
Yeah. And there are 7 board members serving.
Yeah, 7 board members on there. So, and like I said, we know them all, and they're all good people. Some have served for a long time.
Yes.
And there's 4 fairly new. Mm-hmm. You're not a rookie anymore. In the last election we had a couple, but they're good people.
Yes.
So anyway, so Gigi, is there anything that, as we conclude, is there anything that you'd like to say to the voters? Your message of why people should vote for you? I mean, I think everything you said so far is enough reason if anybody's watching this. But is there a final message you'd like to get to the voters of Downey?
That's a great question, and I just have to say, do the right thing, and just know that I am your voice. I'm here for our city, for our students, and hopefully I could count on your support to continue serving.
Great. So, folks, do your homework. Look at the background. Yes, I am 100% biased only because I know her as an individual, honest, hardworking, a great mom, great spouse on there, community driven, and she's proven herself. So it's easy when you've got a 6-year record of being on the school board and being past president of the Board of Education, you can kind of see things. So just do your homework. I hope this helps you. I hope you get a chance to meet Gigi and see what our school board is all about. Folks, it's important. It's really, really important. Sometimes we just go by names or, and assumptions on there, but it's really important when it comes down to the local level. It's a big election. Yes, you have president. Yes, you have U.S. senator. You have state senators, and you have 10 propositions, and you have measures from the county and the city. But folks, things happen at the local level. This is a school board member that's proven herself, and you need to be able to look at that and make sure that we're voting for all the right reasons. And it's only Downey residents in the northeast corner of the city. Is there a particular district number?
Trustee area number 3,
Yeah.
and for logistics, it's near Real San Gabriel, a little bit of Gallatin and Unsworth area, and Doty.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if you're not a parent and you want to check out our schools, they're amazing. And I urge you to do the same thing. So if you have any questions, not only about her, but about the series of candidates that we've had on the show, feel free to give me a call, 562-706-4114, 562-706-4114. Again, thanks to our sponsor, Financial Partners Credit Union. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Talking Downey with Mayor Mario.